Hey guys, Notorious here, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 armor guide. Today's armor is going to be the T45 Power Armor. Now, T45 Power Armor is incredibly common throughout all of Fallout 76, but it does become a little hard to get the few pieces, for instance like an arm, a leg, maybe even the helmet, or trying to find armor of all the same level. But if you want this armor and you would like to know all its locations, I have 6 or 7 locations where you can find it very plentiful throughout the world. Now, I don't know all the locations. I actually had to manually go around and look in every place because nobody really knows where power armor is, and if you look it up, it's not very helpful. And if you do happen to find a location, it might be 1 or 2, it's kind of rare to find it. So these are at least 6 to 7 locations where you can find power armor without issue. So, if you go to your map, and you come down here, the first place you're going to want to go is Firebase Hancock. Now when you spawn, you're going to see kind of like a sunken, what are they called, catwalks, and there's going to be 2 trailers, and in between the 2 trailers and the back closest to you, there should be a power armor that will spawn there. If it's not there, then someone has taken it. Next spot you want to go to is the Survey Camp Alpha. Now if I remember correctly, robots do spawn here. It's kind of like an opened base. There should be a tent right in front of you to the right, and then on the left hand side there'll be a power armor station under kind of like a canopy. Sometimes power armor spawns there, not all the time, because that base is frequently visited by people, so it might be a bit harder to find power armor there, but it is one of the genuine spawns. Now for the last area, you're going to come down here, here to Forward Station Delta, and basically what it's going to look like, it's going to be a raised platform of catwalks, and when you walk in through the tarp, to your right should be a camper, and to your left will be a power armor station kind of in the back. There sometimes spawns power armor. This is another place people frequently visit, so if the power armor doesn't spawn there, just load out of the game and load back in to another server and it should be there. The other places you're going to want to go is over here to this side of the map. You're going to come down here to the AMS testing site. Now this area is kind of large. It has a couple warehouses, I believe, to the left. You're going to want to go to the right. It kind of looks like an old airplane hangar or the mining hangar. When you open the double doors, there'll be some ghouls or sometimes a Wendigo in there. You're in the right place. In the back on the right hand side there'll be 2 power armor stations. The left power armor station will spawn power armor. Sometimes there is power armor there, sometimes not. This is another area that people frequently go to find armor, so just, as I said, load out of the game and load into a new server. Next place you want to go here is the Mount Belair train yard. Now you're going to see 2 very big mining kind of buildings that are open with a train that goes through the middle of it. When you spawn, you should see the train. Walk straight next to the train, go through the first building. I'm pretty sure there should be a chemistry bench on your left hand side. Go to the next building. There should be, I think it's 1 or 2 power armor stations. Power armor will always spawn there. It is kind of rare, but you can find it there. Next place you're going to go is the abandoned mine. Now you want to go to the right hand side of this area. There will be, I think it's 2 to 3 warehouses, and it should be, if you're facing both of them, it should be the warehouse on your left. If you go to the one on your right, you'll see like I think the roof's like kind of collapsed in, and you have some yellow machines. You're in the wrong one. You need to find the one that has an open area. To the right there'll be like a ghoul sleeping on the ground and a couple ghouls over by the stairs. When you walk in, you're in the right area. I think there's a forklift right there or some sort of machine. The power almost spawned in the middle of that right hand corner. That's where you can find it. Next place you want to go is the Belching Belly. If you've done the Fire Breathers quest, you will know that power armor has spawned here, and if it didn't spawn when you did it, it spawns here. It is another place. Since that is near the beginning of the game, there's going to be a lot of new players finding power armor there, so finding power armor there is a bit more rare than the other locations, but it is another spot to check. Now, that is it for all I know. I had to manually find and walk around these places to look for this power armor. I don't know if there's any others in the world. Like, of course there would be, but to be honest, the rest of the world I am very unsure of where power armor would spawn. Alright, so next we're going to talk about its stats. So, wow, we can't see anything. Why don't we go in the light? There we go. So this, if you have a full set of 45, level 45 of T45 power armor, your total damage resistance, energy resistance, and radiation resistance will be 360 for all. Now, of course, finding durability on these armors is incredibly difficult. I have searched, I have looked around the internet, and I can't find it. So the only way I could think of measuring it, if you want to measure it, would to go out and wear one piece at a time at a full normal durability, do not improve it, and count how many hits it takes to damage it. The only other thing I could think of is, since everything is 360, I would guess the durability is 360. So it's really a gamble. Now, so now we're going to go on to the effects. The effects are the exact same as Raider power armor. So you get 42 damage resistance in total and 90 rad resistance. So it's extra resistance on incoming damage, which is really nice. Alright, let's talk about its modifications. So if you want mods for this armor, what you're going to do is you're going to come here down to the Watoga Shopping Center. You're going to find this guy, Bot Phoenix, that is currently here on the map, Watoga Shopping Plaza, and he will sell you all the plans you need for the T65 power armor. So you want to go to notes and scroll all the way down until you see T45. Here it is. These are all the modifications you will need for the T45 power armor. Now let's talk about enhancing the durability that we have no idea how it is. So as you can see, I have not repaired my power armor because I just happen to have it, and I don't have a power armor station near me, but I can tell you exactly how to repair it. So of course find yourself a power armor station, and if you want improved armor, you're going to need this skill. It's going to be in intelligence, and it's Fix It Good, which helps increase your repair by 200% over normal. So makes it a lot harder to break. There are other mods for power armor if you're looking for them. I believe in strength there's one. Yes. The Pain Train, damage and stagger enemies by sprinting into them. I currently don't really wear power armor, so I'm not sure how it works, but I could imagine. Actually, no, I've seen someone use it. When you run into somebody, it kind of just staggers them and makes them, like, kind of, like, do the whole, whoa, and then, like, you can, it gives you time to either, like, reload or, like, to shoot them. It's however your build is. Full charge, which sprinting and power armor consumes half as much the fusion core energy. If you have it at max, sprinting and power armor consumes no extra fusion core energy. So fusion cores, of course, are going to be the thing that powers your power armor, as all of us know. Fusion cores are actually not really all that hard to find, people. So, whoops. So the next thing would be, I believe it is it here? I think it would just be an intelligence. So we have already talked about Fix It Good. Another one would be, here it is, portable power. All power armor parts are reduced by 25% at 1 star and by 75% at 3 stars. Next thing is going to be Power Patcher. Your power armor breaks 20% less and is cheaper to repair. So basically this is the White Knight of power armor, and of course at max it is 60% slower and is 60% cheaper to repair. You have to understand that just because it says cheaper to repair doesn't mean that it's just like cut in half or something. It's whatever the percentage is. I had to learn that the hard way. So if you have just a 1 star in this, it's only 20% cheaper to repair your power armor. If you have the 40%, it's only 40% and 60, etc. Alright, next, of course, if you want to put mods on your power armor, you're going to need Armorsmith. You're going to need it completely maxed out. So then you can make all the modifications without issues. Power user, fusion cores now last 30% longer. At 2 stars it is 60, and then at 3 stars fusion core duration is now doubled. So that is incredibly useful, especially if you cannot find power cores, even though power cores actually are really easy to find. You can go to the power plants. I will show you that in a second, and I do know that there are fusion core makers there. Alright, what else? Stabilized. In power armor, heavy guns gain more accuracy and ignore 50% armor. Damn it, I keep hitting the back button. Alright, I believe that is it in the... for power armor. Yes, it is. Alright, so if you went to any of these... where are they? If you went to Poseidon, and this is the only one I know frequently of, when you spawn at Poseidon, you want to go to the right, there's going to be a bunch of gates. You're going to have to claim the workshop there, and to the back right of the gate, or I think it's left, there should be a power or fusion core generator that will make you fusion cores over time. If you are having trouble finding fusion cores, look at People. People sell ammo all the time, and they do sell fusion cores. You can also craft it, but you need a certain flux in order to make it, and I'm not quite sure how to get flux. I just know you need the nuke, so that would be a whole different video. Alright, so I believe we covered pretty much everything. So T45 power armor, this beautiful old pre-war set of power armor, is a really nice looking, cool looking, and kind of general armor that most people have. Now, this power armor is actually one of my few favorites, not just because of how it looks. I kind of like how it's like a beginning power armor set. It kind of gives you like your first sense of, oh, I have power and I have armor, and it gives this nice feel of when you first join the game or first play the game of you have something. So that's one of the cool things I like about T45 power armor, but I do also like the look, and I do like how it is pre-war version. Alright, that is, I guess, it. That's all I can really think of. If you guys have liked it, please comment down below, and I always respond to comments, so if you guys have questions, I will always answer them. But please comment down below, tell me what you think. My name is Notorious, and have a wonderful day.